Hey, what's going on YouTube? I just wanted to make a super quick video to kind of explain and walk through some of the things I look for whenever I am looking for books to flip, with just a couple additional things to keep in mind and to look out for. So, to provide some background and perspective, I have been selling books on Amazon for about 9 months, and I've been doing Rich Fulfilled solely, but I plan on soon moving to the Amazon FBA. I'm not a professional at this by any means, but I've definitely have learned quite a bit. That's what I just wanted to share with y'all. So first things first, what do I look? I've had people ask me if I look for any specific categories of books, as it's easy to think that one category would sell better than the other. But in general, I don't. I mean, take for example the 100 best-selling books on Amazon right here. Category wise, they're a little bit on the random side. We have everything from diets to Michelle Obama. Category wise, it's just fairly random, so I don't I don't look for any categories in specific. So whenever I do go to look for books at like thrift stores, garage sales, half price books to flip online, there are three things I look for. I look for the price that it's going to sell for, the sales rank of the book, the amount of competition that is out there, and I guess there's also a fourth thing because I also look at condition. The first thing I look for is the price that it's going to sell for and the amount of fees that there's going to be there. For me personally, I try to focus on a little bit smaller books, and like ones that would fit in size 4 or 5 bubble mailer, which is about 11 inches by 8 or 9 inches, like a normal sized book, but I try not to do anything massive. And one thing to keep in mind when looking for prices of books is that bounded printed matter ships for a heck of a lot cheaper than other stuff. I've had many books ship out for about $2.70, where if it was the same size, same weight, and it wasn't a book, it would have been $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 type deal. And and personally, my break even price is around $13. So I am very hesitant, in fact, I don't buy books unless if it is at least listed for $15. And the reason why is because on Amazon, one of the biggest, in fact, the biggest way that you differentiate yourself from your competitors is by your price. So with that being said, something as simple as being 5 or 6 cents below your competition in price could be the difference between earning a sale and not earning a sale, which is extremely important to keep in mind. And there is a lot of price competition on Amazon. On Amazon. And one of the biggest mistakes that I've made in this area is mistake that I've made in the past regarding books is buying out of date textbooks. So if you look at this textbook right here, when I got it, it was listed at $75, and and the book is brand new in the package with like the little shrink wrap because it's like a loose leaf type textbook. And I thought, oh, this is great. But as you can tell, the price is currently $8, which is something that I really can't make any money at, and I've dropped my price to $24, and another important thing to note is don't worry about the higher price listings. Always focus on the lowest price listing. And like I said before, price is the biggest way that you're going to differentiate yourself from your competitors. And if you can't beat their prices, you're going to have a lot of difficulty selling any books that you have. So the next thing I look for is rank, the sales rank. If you see right here, this is the sales rank of the book. And basically what a sales rank is sales rank is so whenever Amazon gives a sales rank, they measure by like how frequently a book is selling. So with the sales rank number 1 being the book that's selling the most frequently at that moment in time, and with book number 2 being the next most frequent, and this book right here being the 731,264th most frequent selling book right now. And with that being said, I personally like to buy books that have a sales rank of 3 million or below. That's just me personally. But I really try to focus on 1 million or below. or below, but I'll buy it if there's like higher margins if it's over a million or a million and a half, because this way, at least usually one book sells every couple of months, and there is a potential that it's going to sell. I personally don't mind sitting on my inventory for a while, and I'm sure you can tell by how much I have for sale. But if you want to have a lot of turnover, if you want it to be bigger focus on books that have a much lower sales rank, maybe less than 200,000. And with that being said, the sales rank does change over time. There are a lot of different factors such as price that change the sales rank and like different trends. So like this book right here. So, oh, and another thing to keep in mind is that whenever you're going to scan books, there's multiple listings for the exact same title, which is extremely important to keep in mind. Don't worry about the listings that don't that have that don't worry so much about the listings if you can that have a very high sales rank, and always focus on the listing that has a low sales rank. And if a book just simply doesn't have a sales rank, that means that a book in that listing hasn't sold yet. So unless if it's like it's listed for 20 bucks and you're paying a quarter for it or something like that, personally I just like to stay away from that. And so like what I was saying before is this whole 30 thing that I found. So like the diet things are kind of trendy. I know that you see the sales rank is on that note. Unfortunately, this title isn't yet. Amazon's not letting third-party sellers sell this title just yet, but I still found a listing, so it's better to list it than to not have it listed. But that's why I have it listed. But it's kind of a trending thing, so that's a factor. And a great website to look at price history is camelcamelcamel.com. Kind of weird website, but like website name, but it's a great resource. So if you can see right here, I have this book right here, and here's the price history of the book. So so generally the sales rank is gonna be a little bit higher when the price is lower, and you can also do the sales rank, which unfortunately I think which unfortunately has been disabled right now for some reason, but hopefully they'll bring it back. And the price history does give you a good idea, because if for some reason, for example, like a $20 book goes down to $10, well, and generally the sales rank is going to shoot up. So that's just something to keep an eye out for, but it shouldn't be a super massive deal if you're just buying individual books. The next thing that I look for is condition. So in generally, Amazon has a few condition different rankings. They have acceptable, good, very good, almost new, and new. And with the two separate categories of listings being new and used. So in general, the difference between good and very good does a very lot in price is, but generally, and sometimes but the variation in price can be seen a lot more if it's like acceptable compared to very good condition. But it's important to keep in mind that among sellers and customers understand this, that condition is very subjective. One person's good might be another person's very good. One person's acceptable might be another person's very good. That's just the way that it works, and that's something to keep in mind. But new is new, and for me personally, I can think if I find a book, and if I ask myself and I think to myself that this book could be on a Barnes and Noble bookshelf, then I will consider it listing as new. I will give it a very thorough check, but the reason why I do that is because realistically, I mean, we have all received books that we just don't really read, or like there's a lot of situations where people might receive a book for whatever reason, like a gift, or just like a gift from that they might buy it and just never end up reading it. They just end up at a half price bookstore or thrift store, which is the reason why I personally do list some books as India, but always be very thorough, because if a customer opens a book and they think to themselves, oh, this is used, yeah, that's not very good, because that can definitely lead to a bad review. And the last thing I look for is competition. So in general, whenever you're scanning the books, you can kind of see how many other offers there are out there. And in general, that is an important, it's not extremely important, but it can give you an idea of price competition. It only takes one person to get in a pricing war, one other person to get in a pricing war, but in general, it's going to be a lot easier to get into a pricing war with somebody else, and you're gonna have to knock your price down a lot more if there are more people with that listing. This is also another kind of a small mistake that I've made, and that is sourcing books at Dollar Tree. So, to those of you that have like a Dollar Tree or dollar store, that so sometimes companies like Target, they have books for sale, and they just need to liquidate a bunch of books that just are just not selling for whatever reason. They have excess inventory. They end up at places like the Dollar Tree, and it's easy to go to Dollar Tree and think to yourself, "Oh wow, this book is ranked high," and it has a good selling price. It's important to keep in mind, though, that there are a lot of other people that have access to the exact same books. So the competition, even though at the moment is extremely high, in general it is going to be extremely high, and there's going to be a lot of price competition. So I bought books like this book, this book, this book. These books right here was I sourced at the Dollar Tree. And it just hasn't been very good as well, because usually the price gets knocked down to like $7 or $8, even though they are in new condition. And that's just the last note that I would like to leave y'all with. So if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this awesome video. Thank you. Have a great day.